What's up and welcome to Watchin Baseball. My name's Jimmy. This is Jake. We have been watching old baseball games to help, get us through the quarantine and the no baseball times that we are stuck in. We watched a bunch of World Series. Now we're going to tie-breaking games, 163, do or die. Will you get into the playoffs? Will you not? We watched the 1978 with the Yankees and Red Sox. We watched 1990 with Astros and Dodgers. We watched 1995 with Angels and Mariners. Now we're up to 1998, Cubs versus Giants. Just a reminder for everyone, we watch, we react, we did not study, we are not presenting you the information, we are getting the information. A lot of confusion sometimes there. Jake, how are you doing?
I'm good, James, and I think what we're finding out is, there was the concept, and that's the whole idea, but it's kind of where I ended last episode with the Seattle Mariners team that had come back, and they win 163, they win in the DS. I mean, dude, we're jumping in 1998, which is a season that will always be remembered in baseball history. I mean, the summer of McGwire and Sosa, and baseball is back, and all these memories, and then obviously baseball is going to baseball after that. But obviously, half of the story there is Slam and Sammy Sosa.
Yep.
And so what I'm excited about is, knowing the result of this game is, just again, one of those fun seasons in baseball that doesn't have to end with a ring. But, dude, 1998 for a Cubs fan. Game 163, Sammy Sosa, give me all of those emotions minus the normal Cubs curse stuff at the end.
Yep. Clearly this was the home run race, McGwire, Sosa. I think it's funny if they were tied because game 163 stats count as a regular season. Yeah. So imagine if they were both sitting on 67 or whatever, and then Sammy gets one extra game. He gets 100. Imagine the mayhem that would happen.
It's so baseball, right? You could just picture hearing about that 25 years later. Sosa got one more game.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, easy guy.
And there is a documentary, 30 for 30, we're coming out on the home run race, and we're all watching The Last Dance. I believe I read that Jordan threw out the first pitch for this game.
I think you might be right.
And it was in Chicago because of a coin toss. Same reason that the Mariners got home field advantage in 95. They just did a coin toss. But anyway, let's get right into it. This is brought to you by not the shop at Jomboy Media like usually. This is brought to you by Jomboy and Jake TV. It's another channel that we have where Jake and I watch old game shows. Greatest show ever called Baggage, The Newlywed Game, Legends of the Hidden Temple, Guts. Same setup as this. We're actually recording an episode of Baggage right after we record this. So if you enjoy just our commentary and banter while we watch things, check that out. It's a lot of fun. It's just not sports, so it's got its own channel. All right, here we go.
Hello to my partner, Joe Morgan. He is here to help Sammy Sosa collect things and collect funds for the relief effort.
You throw it up on my screen there?
Home country, the Dominican
Bam.
Republic.
All you missed was Jesse Jackson talking to a reporter.
The Reverend.
Here is Henry Rodriguez. That curveball misses.
Oh,
Jim, I think there's something important for you to know about this game is that the Cubs won before it started because they started Steve Traxel, the human rain delay.
Steve Traxel, I read his name in the Baseball Reference, and I think I said this the last time he came up. I always think of him as from some bygone era, not 1990s. I don't know why.
Yeah. And he pitched. I think he was. He kept pitching after the 90s a little bit.
I know. I don't know why.
Can you imagine? Right. He pitched. Steve Traxel pitched till 2008. Yeah, man, just picture all the emotions.
Look at that
juiced up. We love the fans in the windows. What's that Dominican flag hanging out for Henry Rodriguez, professional hitter Henry Rodriguez. Last thing you want to see is coming into the one-game playoff and this is going to be long no matter what happens.
Right center field. Javier. Base hit.
You might have missed it. He had a real cocky take on the 3-1 pitch or the 3-0 pitch. Just went bad on the shoulder and don't throw me a strike, bitch.
Yeah.
We're tied in the 5th inning here. The Cubs, the Mets were also in this race, Jake, for the wild card, but they lost out.
Amazing.
Better hit 3-0 than he did. Pitched a hit, then he had 3-1. Good job by Stan Javier to hold him to a single.
Henry Rodriguez. And we've got, hey, great name guy. Probably doesn't make the starting third baseman on the all-name team, but Gary Gaetti.
It's a great name.
You weren't playing basketball. You weren't playing football.
No. Maybe football.
If he would have gotten a walk, would not have been that big a deal.
You can play football in high school.
Yeah. But that's a baseball name. Gary Gaetti.
That Gaetti kid will hit you. He's a ball player, though.
Ooh. I thought that was a strike. He didn't like the call. 0-2. So who's pitching for the Giants here? Mark Gardner. He went 3-0 on Rodriguez. Now he's 0-2 on Gaetti. No ear flaps. Look at Gaetti, man.
I mean, that's now that feels from a different era. And dude, he's kind of got like that straight up stance isn't aging well.
But
it's aging well right there.
What an awful 0-2 pitch.
Yeah.
Hope they show a replay. What an miserable 0-2 pitch. Oh my God, Rodriguez is running the bases as slow as possible. Lapped him.
Henry Rodriguez is the guy that, like, when I was getting into baseball, and you know, I'm a kid at this age. I'm 9 years old or whatever. Like, he's just the guy that they're like, yeah, professional hitter. So I don't think he was a big defense guy. I think Henry, he just went up there, controlled the zone.
19th home run. Is that his wife? Keep showing her. Next year is now.
It is.
It wasn't, Cubs. It wasn't.
Well, I mean, it kind of was. Gets into whole space theory type stuff. Okay.
We love the rat.
Like that.
It's a great sign. Is that because he kind of looked like a rat? Because that's so mean.
It's tough, but sometimes that's how the ball bounces.
That guy with a ponytail looking creepy.
We're going to the playoffs.
What is it, a rain delay? What's going on the field?
No balls and 2 strikes. You try to get him to chase something, but watch where this pitch is. Right in the middle of the
That's such a bad 0-2 pitch. Was that supposed to be a changeup?
Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't know what the design was there.
And if you hit it well to left field, it will still go out here in Wrigley Field, even with the wind blowing in.
It's just a awful pitch.
And that goes around
good.
6 rows deep, and the Cubs have a 2-0 lead.
And that's the look in the dugout as they saw it on its way. They were hoping, and then it landed in the bleachers.
See his reaction?
That was a good shot.
Can relieve some of that tension for the Cubs. They have scored first.
Simple reaction, just hands over the heads. Damn.
Yeah, man.
Who is this lady? Gotta be his wife.
Gary Gaetti's wife.
Wife, yep.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Makes sense.
Oh, no. Yes. I see the rat thing now. Don't go side profile on Gaetti.
Yeah, that's an Italian schnozzle right there.
Yeah.
Some of the debris in the outfield.
Okay, people were throwing stuff on the field.
So excited.
Look at that grounds crew.
They were like wearing nice jumpsuits, it seemed like.
They are a squad.
I think that guy just stole curtain call, huh? I don't know if they were asking for that. Take it though.
Yeah, I mean maybe with the grounds crew on the field, you got to do something.
It was more boredom.
Yeah.
He hits a high fly ball, but that will stay in the ballpark.
How did Miller get excited about that? He hits a high. It's like I was in front of the outfielder.
Yeah.
The home run, then Gardner had to
Amped up.
for 2 or 3 minutes while they cleaned up the outfield.
All right, so that's the first 2 runs that break the scoreless streak. In the bottom of the 6th, let me skip around. We got full commercials here. It's crazy.
Jimmy, can I give you Steve Traxel's pitching line on the day?
Yes.
6.1 innings pitched, 1 hit, no earned runs, 6 strikeouts, 6 walks.
6 walks?
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to...
Aye.
I'm doing something a little selfish.
Okay.
What is this, the 6th inning, but there's 2 runners on? Ah, okay, I got to go back further. I want to see Sammy Sosa hit. This was peak Sammy Sosa mania in Chicago.
Yeah.
I just want to see the fans react. He comes up with a runner on. I just think it's going to be a spectacle. Harry Carey balloon.
Streaks, that's a good time, people.
Here he comes. Baseball's been very, very good to me, I think that's it.
And the Sammy quote. Another good wiffle ball stance, at least for me.
I saw 2 Sammy Sosa home runs live when I lived in Chicago. We went to a game.
It's pretty cool.
Had to be 2000. My dad predicted 1 to the guy that was selling us hot dogs. And that guy was like impressed with my dad. I was like, come on, Sammy Sosa.
Right.
Obviously, he's going to say that. Woo, big hack. I got to say, right now, Sosa doesn't look cartoony. Like sometimes McGuire, Canseco, they look like not humans. Canseco especially. Just
yeah, I
in the
mean,
box.
yeah, Sammy, all those other guys have the height card pretty strong. So when they got big, they're stupid big.
Back to the bag at first. The outfield very deep.
Sammy Sosa. I haven't been on his baseball reference page in a while.
A lot of his home runs this year.
Actually, I don't think I've spent a lot of time on his baseball reference page at all.
Tonight, the
Pretty good pit stop. Won the MVP this year.
Everybody on their feet.
They're chanting. We got.
Base hit. Johnson's going to try for third.
That's good baseball. Just a breaking ball that Sammy poked through the infield, and he goes first to third. It's good baseball.
Right up the middle.
9 years in a row, Sammy Sosa got MVP votes.
That's the aggressive type play that you want. And Lance Johnson made it. But this is also the Sammy
In those
Sosa
9 years, he
1998.
averaged a 147
He will cut down
OPS
on his
plus.
swing and hit the ball back through the middle.
Crazy. All right, let's skip to the bottom 9.
Mark Gardner
I just wanted to see
backing up
Sosa
the play
Mania.
at third base.
Because the Giants actually put together a fight, and we get to see Bonds.
With Kenny Mayne and Dan Patrick.
There's already a runner on first. I don't think it's worthwhile to go back.
Bill Miller in the dirt, saved by Houston.
Billy Miller.
Mayne has
And
to
top
hold
9
first.
is what I meant.
On SportsCenter, by the way, they'll have interviews.
So it looks like Brent Mayne hit a single. Now you got
stay tuned for that.
Miller versus Kevin Tapani.
Giants in their third tiebreaker playoff. They won both of them. The
5-0.
previous ones, 51-62, trailing in the 9th inning. But they
Yeah.
were never this far behind.
Hey, they put together
They
a
were
scary
never
run
this
here,
far
I
away
guess.
from home. And they were never
Right
without
down the
getting
middle.
innings. He played in both of them.
That's probably the
Mays
call
was
now,
on
right?
deck
Like if you fall
in
behind, just
1951.
fucking
He was a rookie.
toss one right
Bobby
down the
Thompson
middle.
hit
It's a
the famous
baseball
three-run
adage
homer against
until
Rob
like
Franklin.
5 years ago.
Yeah.
Bill Miller, 1 ball, 1 strike. Up the middle. That's a base hit. Over to third
First to
base
third.
goes Brent
Very
Mayne.
similar. Not as exciting because they're down 5-0 now.
And on to the top of the batting order.
Back-to-back
Mr. Javier.
singles. Curse of the Billy Goat.
Paul Holland
Yeah,
And Beck
there's always
warming up
fear
the bullpen,
for the
same
Cubs.
two who threw yesterday.
Things are going to fall apart. I mean, they take this dude out.
8 innings
Back-to-back
yesterday.
singles.
And Beck 2
Hey,
2/3
you're done.
out of the bullpen. And Riggleman is heading to the mound.
Or 2 pitching changes this inning.
7
is brought to batting with some math 16.
You interested in these old commercials?
Now he's back at Wrigley Field tonight.
Terry Mulholland.
121 pitches yesterday. Pitched his
Damn, he threw
He
121
pitched great
pitches the day
yesterday. He
before.
could've stopped a couple of bloopers that really hurt them, but
And he kind of got hit. I
he
mean,
has
3
pitched
earned
in the
runs,
past.
sure.
I mean, most of the year he's
9
pitched out of
hits,
the
3
bullpen,
walks.
So he has pitched on consecutive days, but not after pitching 8 innings.
He inherits Brent Maine, the runner at third, and Bill Miller.
Stan
the runner at
Javier, Ellis
first.
Burks,
Stan Javier, a switch hitter.
and then Barry Bonds coming
Last
up.
year, the
How many
Giants
runners are
had
on
a
when Barry
huge
comes up?
Two-game series late in September at home against the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Well, there's 2 right
They needed
now.
really to win both of them, and they
We'll
did.
watch it.
The
We'll watch.
second one was started.
We'll watch. That's what we're doing.
Don't ruin.
It will be,
Ruin it for
Yeah.
him.
It was
That's a nice
Mulholland
shirt
against
that
the
guy's
Dodgers.
wearing. Referee shirt.
and he pitched a very strong game.
I think I would have been a Stan Javier
Pitched
fan.
3 innings in
I'm
relief that day
not
and got
too
the
familiar
win.
with his game, but he.
Jesus, did you see that sign? No screwing around or
yeah.
I'll have to kill my friend.
It's a good sign.
The Giants have their first run of the game.
Stan Javier, classic.
Well,
I mean,
Riggleman's
switch
really
hitting,
taking a huge
speed,
gamble
center
here, Joe.
field.
I mean,
That's
he's
my
going
kind of
with guys
dude.
who are tired.
Tale as old as
Got a
time,
bullpen-
swing at the first
bullpen
pitch from a
full of guys who
relief
haven't pitched
pitcher.
in 2 or
And it
3
worked out
days.
right there.
Yeah, 3 straight singles,
If
baby.
this doesn't work, we'll be talking about Gene Maughan
That's a rally.
and other decisions that didn't go well.
Well, Stan Javier doesn't waste any time. First pitch fastball, and he rips it to left field for a base hit.
I wonder when
And that gets the
Miller and
Giants
Morgan
first
are going to
run.
put on
And that-
excited
that
voices.
run that the
Because,
Cubs
you know,
got in the
there's 3 straight
bottom
singles and a
of the
run
eighth
scored
inning
with no outs,
very,
and
very
they're still
important.
acting like this is a 10-0 game.
Here's Ellis
So I
Burks.
wonder, which is, I'm not clearly criticizing, that's fair, but I wonder
Yeah.
when we're going to hear them switch. Oh, we got something brewing here. We're going to hear that switch.
Despite that
Yeah.
first run.
And they're fresh out of left-handers in the bullpen.
Okay, no lefties in the pen. Good to note.
That's why they got Mulholland in there.
He threw 36 pitches
Handsome Rod
yesterday,
Beck
24
getting
the
it
day
loose.
before.
Man's
He
man.
is ready in the bullpen.
Literally the reliever from a baseball movie in this time period.
Well, the Giants just
I like
at
that
the
pitch
trading
right there.
deadline, Since they acquired
Ellis
their lineup
Burks.
took a
That's
much
a
different
that's a
look
baseball
to it.
reference page you got to
They've
get
averaged
on
over 6
Yeah?
runs a
someday,
game the last 2
John.
months.
Yeah, I mean
Burks, though, has been hurting
he had some big
with
seasons.
a bad knee.
Dude, look
He's
at,
played
did you
the
see that
last few
stats
days,
versus this pitcher?
But you can see why he's in there now. He said before
Versus
he was
Mulholland, he was like
90%.
430 batting average. All right, you tell me I got to check out Ellis Burke. I'll do a quick scan.
But at only 90%, Dusty did
He's
not
got a
start.
40 homer
Big
season.
rip there.
Well, he's 6 for 13 lifetime with 1 home run against Mulholland.
He's
so
in 1996 he had
faced him
40
quite a bit.
homers and 32 steals.
Jesus. Who won the MVP instead of him?
2 strikes, no balls to Ellis Burks.
Because that's an amazing season.
Tried to curve it,
Find out.
and it just wasn't there for him.
Ken
Strikes.
Caminiti.
Barry Bonds, the man on deck.
Ken Cam.
Another left-handed hitter has also had
Yeah,
quite a
Ken
great
Cam,
deal of
Mikey
success
Piazzi.
against Terry Mulholland.
Well, that's why I say they don't have
Ken
anyone
Cam's
else
numbers,
down the
I don't know if
bullpen,
they're as
another
impressive.
left-hander.
Checks
Oh.
for foul. That one winged the catcher, Tyler Houston.
So he's got this guy. He's got him 0-2. He wasted one high. Looked like he couldn't snap it.
Sports Center right after the ball game.
Now foul ball.
Again, they will have interviews and post-game reports from Wrigley Field. On
Redskins
SportsCenter.
woes.
SportsCenter.
That's transferable.
Cubs are leading 5-1, but they're getting nervous in Chicago again. 3 straight hits to start the inning for the Giants. Nobody out.
That
And
one.
one Ellis.
Reaching for it, swinging at anything close here with 2 strikes.
Yeah, well, that was a good pitch as far as Mulholland is concerned because there wasn't a lot Burks could do with it.
Double ear. So we've seen 0 ear flaps and double ear flaps so far.
Stan Javier at first.
And
Barry
single ear
Bonds
flap.
on deck.
Seen all the kinds of ear flaps you can want.
It's an ear flap renaissance.
2-2.
91 miles per hour high. Think that's so slow for a reliever today. crazy how much that's changed.
It's I mean, it really is nuts, man. Like I think we're gonna see Uncle Rod Beck come in. And, I mean, if he's hitting 92, I don't know.
Burks fouls this one off to the right.
That was 89. 2-2. I mean, this is a good time for a breaking ball, if you ask me. I don't know Mulholland's mix.
That disappeared into a loss on Wednesday in Milwaukee.
Don't keep bringing that soft shit to Ellis Burks.
That water fountain's getting a lot of use, huh?
Good water fountain.
Wonder if that's still there.
Doing stuff much differently than he did all year long.
That was a nice pitch, but, you know, Ellis is just fouling it off, toying with it. It's a great at-bat so far.
Not getting that past Ellis.
Yeah, the start 0-2. It's fantastic at-bat.
Ellis is pissed. You know this guy's only in to basically be there for Barry.
Time. Woo.
Burks making Mulholland wait. Mulholland, who's had 2 or 3 different tours of duty.
It's a very mental battle at this point, I think.
2-2 the count. And it's gone full now.
I don't know what he's throwing, man. Like, that seemed like a fastball with his 88.
3-2.
Cut fastball.
Yeah, I mean,
or
it is.
something?
It's a lefty reliever this time period. If you're a lefty reliever, you could have a you could pitch forever.
If they wanted him to, he could pitch every day. He had that kind of an arm. Well, Jim Riggleman.
And I mean, he did throw a buck 21
I thought he threw
yesterday.
121 pitches the day before.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
As a reliever?
No, I mean he's a starting pitcher, but he's coming out of the bullpen. I mean,
Yeah, okay. But he's got to have. I mean, he's a starter, so I figure he has 4 good pitches. I can't tell the difference of any of them. Is what I was saying.
say 3. I mean, he's coming in relief.
That faced the Giants when the inning started.
And not only that,
After
Dude, these guys light him up.
day
Everyone's stats versus his pitcher are insane. Got 6 homer. I mean, this is a huge at-bat. Barry's got 6 home runs versus this guy. A home run ties the game in a do-or-die game. This is the good. This is the good stuff.
And you're the Cubs.
Yeah, you're shitting your pants right now.
A frightening percentage. Beauty on the outside.
Oh.
It is 0-1.
That's a big call.
Miller
Yeah.
at third, Javier at second, and Sanchez at first.
Ray Sanchez, people, drink it
I do
in.
think that armor, is that armor illegal
1 ball, 1 strike.
that Barry wears?
I don't think so. I mean, it was controversial at the time, just because not a lot of guys did it.
I'm against it.
Jeff Kent is on deck. They have nobody out.
But I mean, I think player safety and stuff has developed so much more that it's fine.
Sosa tagging is Miller. He'll score. Going to third as the throw came all the way through to the plate.
Good
I mean,
throw
that's-
by Sammy.
That's not it's a good outcome if you're the Cubs. Yeah, they got to run. Like you trading out for a run right there, especially
Easily.
with Barry. out.
Bonds.
Easily, yeah.
I think you potentially trading out for 2 runs with Barry Bonds out there.
Fastball right in the middle.
I mean, he laced it.
Yeah, just
didn't get it up in the air.
gets under that a little bit more. It's a different story.
Now they bring in Big Sexy.
In the big leagues, but the Giants.
Jeff Kent and Rod Beck. I mean, this is
Happy
some.
to leave them.
I mean, look at Rod Beck, man.
This
Who
is
had
some
his first
redneck
blown
baseball
save this
right
year as a
here.
Cub after a strong start, when the Giants made their first visit to Wrigley Field, but nonetheless,
You see he's got a tin in his back pocket.
Oh,
But now
80
Beck
games
also
this
has
year,
to
man.
do
50 saves.
something that is beyond
Dude,
the
just the
ordinary.
mullet. This is Kenny
Two
Powers on the
innings
mound.
yesterday,
A
and
tin in the
every
back
mean, yeah.
pocket,
Had the game
chomping
ending
down
the
on
season
gum
right
or
now.
whatever he's chewing on.
36 pitches. He pitched
Not in
19
great shape.
Saturday, 24
No,
pitches.
debatably in bad shape.
And here is Rod Beck again. And sometimes
Mullet,
it's been said about
Fu
Rod,
Manchu
it's not
mustache.
his pitches that he gets hitters out
Hard
so
cut
much.
off on the
It's
sideburns.
more like the hitters get
You're like you
themselves
said,
out
this
with
is
Rod.
the
He
bad
doesn't
bully
blow
reliever
anybody away
out of a
anymore.
movie.
This is it. This is
Look at the radio
When-
that dude brought. It was like a handheld, like lunchbox-sized radio.
And Joe
Harry
Carter's
Carey,
on deck.
right?
Jeff Kent is the tying run.
Hope he had headphones
and
at
as I said
least.
before, the wind has shifted. The wind is blowing
Let it crank.
out a little bit toward left field.
So Kent, as you see the
Yeah, I mean, if I'm
flags,
guessing
shifted
here,
indeed.
I've got Rod Beck
It looked
with
like a ball
a
to
92
left in the air to get a pretty
fastball
good
and an
push.
80 slider.
Okay.
And Kent, who yesterday,
We'll
after
see-
the
we'll
Giants
see
had
what
blown
memory
their own
serves.
7-0 lead in Denver and fallen behind, Kent launched a home run in the 8th inning to tie that.
They're doing so much BVP stuff.
He
2
has
for 8 versus
31
Beck.
homers and
Like, that means kind of
127
nothing at
runs
all.
batted in. Today, he is 0 for 3. Was hit
It's a
by
stat.
pitch once.
Do what you
I
want. with
appreciate it. Give me the
it. For a
information.
reliever, that's actually a lot, though. So maybe that is kind of something.
Rod
Yeah.
Beck.
The C looks so small on that
That
Cubs
familiar
hat.
pose with the right arm. Rocking
It's
back
just
and
the
forth.
W who's wearing it.
80
Well,
miles an hour. I don't know if that's supposed to
Okay.
be a splitter or what.
first pitch was 80 with no movement.
From the way he released it, looked like a fastball.
Gotta make him dance. Didn't snap it, Rod.
It's
Didn't
well
snap
below
it.
Where Rod has been throwing. I mean, he's been up consistently 88, 89.
Okay, so he's 88,
88,
89.
89. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I hyped up the numbers in my head a little bit just because you'd like to think that.
Well,
Oh, but when you're throwing that dirt.
Maybe get somebody else up, Joe.
That
This is
slid,
interesting. No
but
one
79.
throwing in the Cubs bullpen.
Again, this guy had 50 saves
Says it
this
all
year.
right there.
50
Well, in
saves,
yesterday's
and
ball
he's
game,
not
Mulholland
hitting
started,
90.
And I felt like he was only going to use Mulholland and Beck
Different
yesterday,
game.
and that looks like what he's going to do here in the 9th inning.
This is why modern players get mad if you
Two
put
and
in
Kent.
old
And those
timers
first two
in
pitches
on your
did not
all-team
have much
list.
on them.
Because that's literally a guy sliding nowadays.
75.
That first fastball was 80
Uncle
miles an hour,
Rod.
and was
I think he
75.
flipped the
You
change
see,
there.
Dusty Baker said, "Man, he had a
Or
pitch
his
to hit."
slider just doesn't
It was
move.
up, which is the kind of ball you're going to get in the air.
He's
Look at that.
thrown 3 pitches,
Man, he just
80
missed
miles
it.
per hour, 79 miles per hour, 75.
Rod Beck, he will
The
come
second
after
one
you,
definitely
even though he
moved a
knows he doesn't
bunch.
have his best
Yeah.
stuff. He's a
The
bat.
last one
He's a
did not.
competitor.
I don't know what he's
Cubs
tossing.
Limping to the finish. The Warrior Rod Beck with very little left, it is apparent.
That's all he needed.
86.
There's one to first, off the bag. Coming in to score is Javier. At second base.
I mean, that's
the
his
pitch
fastball at
runner
86.
Sanchez, the former Cub, came
That's
in
tough.
real hard on Morandini.
It's tough.
Well, Beck
That's a
needed to
lot
make one
of
good
relievers
pitch,
change
and
up
he makes the good
right now.
pitch. He gets the ground ball.
Yeah.
Sanchez has to back up because it's a tough hop. He feeds Morandini, but right there on top of him is Sanchez. Good job by Sanchez.
Oh, wow,
He
they could
makes
have
him
had
throw the ball
they
away.
could have had him. Tough play. I don't know. Good base running.
Runner kind of got him. It was a chopper.
Home run ties it.
His 128th. But
And here comes
it's not
Joe
exactly the way he wanted
Cotta.
to get it. Now 2 down,
Joe Carter
but Joe Carter,
with a penchant of big home runs.
World
Jim.
Series hero,
I don't think
Yep.
that's right.
who has been so strong for the Giants in this
How
stretch.
old is Joe Carter?
And we got a fan who has run out from the bleachers onto the field, and that's why we have the delay now.
God damn it, fan. Joe Carter's coming up. Pay some respect.
Here at the ballpark, taking care of the
Joe
intruder.
Carter was
Joe
38
Carter,
years
big
old.
spot. This was
Hey,
1993.
this is the
Game
last
6 of
at
the
bat
World
of Joe Carter's career.
Spoiler. You get the replay of it. You could go rewatch that game if you want. One of Jimmy's least favorite
was
pitchers
Carter
in history, the guy
5
that
years
fell off
ago.
the mound with
Hadn't
every
seen that long.
pitch.
Yeah, he's got a big
Now Carter
nickname.
in what could be
Wild Thing, but that's
his
like a
final
stolen
at bat.
nickname.
He will retire
Stolen
when this
valor.
season is over. And
Yeah, so okay, so they knew it at the time that he was retiring.
well help
38
determine
years old.
whether or not is it
Last
final
at bat of his career. Unless
Two down in the 9th inning, and Rod Beck
he gets a home run.
Got to be a lot of weird
put on something
emotions.
that's almost
He got
superhuman.
traded from Baltimore to San Francisco
Existing
middle of the
only
season.
on Guile right now.
And it's got to feel like a movie when you see Rod Beck on the mound. Like, this is the one who it's got to happen off of.
1-1.
Carter got traded, and he did pretty good post-trade for the Giants.
I mean, he's not thrown a pitch faster than 80 miles an hour yet. That was a
But,
slider.
you know, down season for him. Overall.
30th on the all-time homer list,
In
man.
for the
That's
Giants, it is 5-3 in the ninth
fucking
inning.
awesome.
You can't Still be.
Well, now he had something on it, Joe.
Well,
No,
22
but I
years
mean,
later.
he was up. He was just trying to
for at
move
the
him
time
up
to
the
be the
plate.
30th best
'Cause I don't
home
think
run
he's
hitter
gonna try to
ever
get
in
Joe
this
Carter
sport.
out with a
That's
fastball. I think he wants to get him out with a
Pretty cool. He had
splitter or a
396.
Rod Beck needing one save more to put the Cubs in the playoffs as he faces
What is Rod Beck
the only
throw?
other team he's ever pitched with in the big leagues to try and put them there.
I'm seeing slider,
Interesting right there. That was a
change up,
splitter, but he can't get up on top with the
86
splitter.
fastball.
I mean, he threw that ball.
So
like
they're saying he has a
3/4 almost
splitter,
out.
which
He
is,
can't get
change
on
up or
top
off speed or whatever
to
you want to
throw
call it.
that to get
But
the good movement on the splitter.
JT Snow
just
would be
chomping. Just
Two
chomping
on
the
the
gum.
He is 0 for 3 in the game. Kent is at first.
Menacing
I don't know
gum
why
chewer.
they're rolling you on over there.
Where do we think Rod Beck is from?
And the Giants are down
Which
to their
southern
final
state
strike.
is he telling us?
Give me the Rust Belt.
Whoa. Born in Burbank, California, went to High School in Van Nuys.
Yeah, doesn't add up.
One of several questions
Right.
they have about how this one is being
What?
executed.
I like the swaying arm on the mound. That does something
Yeah,
for
a
me.
chomping gum. I mean, it's straight out of a.
Off the fence.
A movie.
And Grace will take it. The Cubs have won it. And they will go to the
Mark
postseason.
Grace snags it. Jim Riggleman, Jim, your guy.
Yeah. Go Cubs,
Have we
go.
heard- Have we heard from Jim Riggleman since he walked away from the Nats gig?
I do not
Remember
know.
that?
So, I mean, these games, the last two, the home team won, and they were decided by a coin flip. Which
It's a
seems,
bad feeling.
seems crazy.
It's a bad
That's how
feeling.
they did it. Gave him a scare at the end, though.
Gave him a scare.
You know what was? You know what was good though? Like, it's good for baseball that in this '98 season they had a tiebreaker, because the '98 season, the home run race brought a lot of people back to baseball after the strike in '94. Like, okay, and we know that it was steroids now, and you can think however you want to think about that, but MLB had to be ecstatic that, our game is finally on full display and it's the talk of the summer, and now we give them a tiebreaker. So that'd be really good for the sport itself.
And Sammy's in the damn game.
Yeah, and Bonds was there. So that was a cool premiere game. The Giants lose, and the Cubs go on to get swept by the Braves, I think.
But for that one day,
They were heroes, and we can be heroes just for one day.
and hey, I know we were being silly with Uncle Rod Beck there. He did pass away, so if you're a Rod Beck fan, know that we love what he was doing out there.
Sure, yeah. His nickname was Shooter, which is great.
Shooter.
Dude, he finished 70 games in 1998. 51 saves, but 70 games he finished in the ninth inning.
That's all he
70.
does, man. That's all Rod does.
He pitched in 81 games. They played 163. Rod Beck pitched in every other game for the Cubs.
No, it's a fun thing that we're missing there, Jim. The year before, he was an all-star for the Giants.
Oh.
So that's a lot of fun.
Yeah. What, did the Cubs just sign him to a 1-year deal? 2-year deal, and they traded him? Looks like a 2-year deal, and they traded him to Boston halfway through in 99.
To the Sox.
Yeah. All right. That was the 1998 tiebreaker game. Cubs won it. Thanks for watching with us. We appreciate you. We'll see you on Wednesday. And tomorrow, check out Sequence. Trevor Plouffe. Bye.